All right, everyone. Happy Friday. I just want to make sure I am good to go. My video was glitching a moment ago. So just give me 1 second and bear with me here. Okay. Cool. All right. We are here and we are live, rock and rolling. Awesome. Okay. Hi, friends. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are doing amazing. And I wanted to jump on live and talk about the power of your energy to create the life that you want. The power of your energy to create a beautiful life that you want. And I have so many clients that are like, Karishma, I want abundance. I want money. I want to create the life of my dreams. I want to be abundant. I want to be prosperous. But most of us are walking around in society projecting fear, projecting lack, projecting scarcity. And I want you to think about, and again, there's nothing wrong with those things. But those are all, my friends, what I call conditioning. It's all conditioning. It's not who you are. It's not who you are. And if I am threatened by other coaches, that means I'm not owning my power. If I get insecure when somebody else makes money, that means I don't believe in my ability to generate abundance. If I am jealous of what somebody else has, that means that maybe I'm insecure. I don't feel like I can have that. I can deserve it. I can own it. And this is the power of energy. You know, and when Wayne Dyer said it so beautifully, I'm going to share what I just shared with the client just a few minutes ago. And he says, I am what I am. I am that I am. And let's talk about the power of I am and the power of the words that you use to communicate about your life, about your day. What do you say about yourself? Do you say you're stressed? Do you say you're overwhelmed? Do you say, I don't have enough time in my day? Do you say, I don't have enough time for me or for the things that I really love and care about? Are you walking around your entire day in a hurry, frazzled, feeling like, oh my God, this and that? Or are you in a state of flow? Are you in a state of being? Are you in a state of fun? Are you in a state of what I call alignment? And there is a sweet spot. And sometimes it's scary. Sometimes it's scary. I literally have a few clients right now, you know, and part of life and the journey of life and growth is growing and evolving, transitioning. Growing means evolving and transitioning. And in NLP, which I've done a lot of NLP stuff in the past, it talks about this beautiful creation energy. And if you think of the creation energy, the energy of the divine mother, right? The creation energy, this beautiful creative state from which flow can take place. In order for creation to happen, we have to let go of the old. So creation energy cannot take place unless we have what is, you know, energy of transformation. And things have to end before they begin. It's ebbs and flows of life. Human beings die, human beings are born, and everything somehow just balances out. But we, in our arrogance as humans with our egos, and I've shared this week that the ego's job is to exert fear and to be in control. So instead of trusting the natural process, trusting that things are working out for you, trusting in you are that you are, I am that I am. And if I walk about my life and I'm like, but I'm not that. I'm not that, I'm not that, I'm not that. The universe goes, okay, let me show you how you're not abundant. Let me show you what fear looks like so you can feel even more powerless. But maybe the powerlessness is exactly what we need to feel. You know, I've shared in this group my history with a family friend that was an alcoholic. And, you know, in the rooms of Al-Anon, I was taught that it's okay to accept that you are powerless. If you are in the transition phase of anything in your life, I guarantee there's going to be ebbs and flows. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be great days. There's going to be days that are sad, days that are unhappy, days that you feel low. But what we do is we say, I should be happy. I shouldn't feel low. I should be on and motivated. I shouldn't be depressed. And we basically tell ourselves, I shouldn't be that. And what we resist persists. So if I tell myself I shouldn't be depressed, I shouldn't be sad, I shouldn't be anxious, what happens is I'm already feeling those things, but I'm afraid of feeling those things. So now the universe has to give me more examples in my life of where I have no choice but to feel those very emotions that I have been rejecting. And Al-Anon taught me this beautiful, there was a man, and he came in, he was talking about his journey with his alcoholic wife. And he was talking about all the years where he would go about his day and like try to control everything to make himself feel better. And what happened for him is that powerlessness within him increased and increased, because he started realizing that no matter what he did, he had no control over her disease, and he didn't. Nobody does when it comes to addicts and alcoholics. And instead he learned this beautiful, or we've learned this beautiful concept of surrender. And surrender doesn't mean give up. Surrender is about letting go. It's about embracing that part of your humanity and saying, you know what? I'm human. I get to feel sad. I get to feel frustrated. I get to experience the powerlessness that I wanted all this to happen yesterday and it hasn't happened yet. And it's okay that I get to experience frustration and impatience. So instead of shunning that very part of you that we are so good at as human beings, to embrace that part of you, to acknowledge that part of you, to be aware of that part of you, and to give that part of you so much love, that needs so much love that only you can give you. And when you start giving yourself that love and you surrender the powerlessness, you surrender the sadness, you surrender the fear, you surrender the anxiety, you come back into your heart. Because when I surrender all that stuff, I come back into my heart. Now, because I've literally been like, God, take all of these things from me. And I come back into my heart space. Now there's room for expansion. There's room for receiving. There's room for love. There's room for abundance. There's room for me to be all of me. And that is such a beautiful place when you start embracing all of you, because the truth is we try so damn hard in society to fit in and to belong, but it's what makes you, you, that is your superpower. My clients tell me all the time, Karishma, I feel like in the journey of us working together, I have found me. Because what I give you as my client is permission to be you, to be the very you that you thought you could never be before. And that, my friends, is what I call freedom. And freedom isn't outside of us. Freedom is within us. That means when you start giving yourself permission to be playful, to be fun, to be joyful, to be exuberant, to be bright, to be crazy, to be colorful, and all the things that you were taught weren't acceptable out there, but you have to make it first safe within you. You have to embrace it. You know what? I am colorful. I am kind of cray-cray. I do have a lot of energy. I am super blissful sometimes, and I'm super like cranky and, crinkly sometimes. And I'm all those things. And the more that you give yourself permission to be comfortable in your skin, that is the very definition of freedom, my friends. And I have clients that are like, I don't know what the hell I want. I don't know if I'm living my purpose. I don't know who I am. And I know that feeling because years ago, I don't know who I am. Every day I'm learning more and more who I am. It is an evolution. It is a journey. There is no end destination. Every day is my journey in becoming that future version of me, but the present is preparation for the future. Everything that you are going through right now is preparation for that future that you want. So the love that you pour into you, the support that you pour into you, the commitment that you have with you is going to be the biggest things, my friends, to help you stay committed to you. And sometimes we're like, why is the business taking so long? And I'm going to ask you energetically, where are you at? Do you believe in yourself? Do you feel comfortable in your skin? Most people don't. And the journey of empowerment is about knowing you. And, years ago, I've shared about the journey with the alcoholic a few times. It really kind of shaped me into who I am. But when that person literally left my life for a little while, because I needed a pause. And it was really hard for me to stay in my energy and to stay in my lane and stay at peace when I had this energy of toxicity and self-loathing that was around me on a daily basis. And the biggest gift that happened for me is I found me. I started realizing, I remember one of my mentors at the time would be like, Karishma, what do you like? And I'd be like, I don't know how to answer that question. Karishma, what do you enjoy doing? I don't know how to answer that question. To the point of Karishma, how do you feel right now? I couldn't tell you how I felt. I could tell you how you felt. I could tell you how my kids felt. I could tell you how my husband at the time felt. I could tell you how everybody felt. I couldn't tell you how I felt. And this journey of finding me, and it's still a journey. There's no end goal. It is a journey for all of us. Has been about one day at a time. As I have days where I have more time, I get to be like, okay, Karishma, what do you need today from you? Yes, there's stuff that needs to happen. Yesterday was one of those days. I had a long to-do list of just stuff that needed to get done that I was like, I'll get to this one day. Yesterday was that day where I was motivated enough to kind of go through that stuff that I don't really enjoy doing. But a lot of my time with me is about what do I enjoy doing? Who am I? Being in my own skin, taking a walk in the park because I can, taking a long drive with listening to music or not listening to music just because I can, and just really being with anything that's coming up for me. And if there's fear, insecurity, doubt from people around you in the world, everyone is reflecting you until you are with that part of you, that fearful part of you, that doubtful part of you, and you start pouring back love into you. Now that doubt, that disbelief, that anxiety, that fear has to keep being magnified around you until you're willing to see it within you and to embrace that within you. And this, my friends, is a journey that I take my clients on, because I know that the miracle that you want is available for you. Most of us feel like we're not willing to receive that miracle of the most amazing life, of the most amazing love, of the most amazing abundance, everything. We tell ourselves we're not enough. We tell ourselves on a deep level we don't deserve it. Yesterday I got on a little something with somebody really close to me, and I was really upset. I was really hurt last night. And this morning I woke up and I was so grateful to have the gift of taking that space, not creating more drama, to really honor me and to be with my feelings of where did that come from that I felt, because all of the pain that we experience today is from the past, right? So this one incident happened for me and it took me right back to the past where something similar happened in the past. And I got to be with that experience and those experiences, and I got to just pour that love into me. So the next time I'm able to see this person, or I see this person, that relationship, that person in my life, it's not going to be about resentment and judgment. I get to show up as love. I can't give to you what I don't give to me. If there's anger, resentment, I have to reconcile that within me. Does that make sense? Before I'm able to show up and be there in any kind of relationship, friendship with anybody outside of me or clients. And what most of us do is it just stacks. We're not willing to see it. We're not willing to be with it. And it grows and grows and grows and grows. And it takes over our whole life. It takes away our prosperity. It takes away our connection. It takes away our love. And if any of you or every one of you wants abundance, abundance is the feeling that you have from the inside. I am that I am. And if who I am is someone who's hurt, someone who feels angry, someone who feels resentful, what energy and what vibe am I putting out into the universe? You will feel that from me, my friends, energetically. Instead, I get to be here and hold space for you because I got to hold space for me first. And those of you that want to serve, there's a way to create so much beauty and so much love and so much abundance inside of you that there's infinite love, infinite grace, infinite abundance, infinite connection waiting for you if you allow yourself to receive it. And I know that commitment, consistency, and accountability in me getting support in my journey, my clients getting support with their journey, has allowed all of us to create miracles in our life that we never thought possible. And if you're interested in a miracle, I'll be talking about a program next week. But for now, I'm going to drop a game plan link in the chat below. If you feel called to connect with me to see what support looks like, just have a quick 10-15 minute chat, I'd love to connect with you. Hope you all have a beautiful Friday and weekend, and just drop down in the comments below what is resonating with you. Hope you found that helpful, and have a great weekend. Bye.